Hello, in this tutorial I just want to show you how you can use rewards within oodlü to, well, reward your students really. We have a couple of different mechanisms for this and they work in slightly different ways depending on what you're trying to do. So here I am in my teacher dashboard in my local environment. Everything that you see in this is fake, it's just local stuff. I'm going to click on the rewards section here, and this tells me a couple of things. First thing it says is that you can award badges to your students from the managed groups area, and then the second thing it says is that you can set up any real world reward you like on oodlü. Students purchase the reward on oodlü using the oodles that they earn, and you deliver the reward to your student in the real world and mark the reward as delivered on oodlü. So what this is saying is that we have on oodlü, we have kind of a pretend currency called oodles. That's the oodlü thing. And the idea is that every time that a student plays a question on oodlü, they get an oodle. It becomes a bit of a tongue twister when you keep saying oodlü and oodles, but there we go. So they will accrue oodles as they play on oodlü. And then you can set your rewards on oodlü so that your students can use their oodles to purchase, it's not real money of course, purchase your rewards from you on oodlü. Gosh, it's a tongue twister. So these rewards can be anything that you want. The idea is that we don't define what they are, and you know, we may put some things in here in the future, but for now it's just simply things that you define. So a reward that you might give them might be that they get to go to break early, or they maybe get extra time with I don't know, the school hamster or whatever it is that's fun in your school right now that they'd like to be doing. It might be that they, you know, so just some kind of treat. It might be a prize that you give them in the classroom or something like that. The point is that you're in control of that. You as the teacher know exactly what your classroom is best for your classroom, and so we want to give you the flexibility. So basically you just set these rewards up within oodlü, and then your students earn the oodles and they purchase those rewards, and then you need to tell oodlü that you've delivered them, because of course they are in the real world. We have no way of knowing otherwise. So let's do one of these rewards, and I'll show you badges in a bit afterwards as well. So let's create a reward. So when you create a reward, you give it a name and you give it a price in oodles. And bear in mind, of course, this is not real money. This is just the oodles they earn. And then there's some notes which just for your purpose. And then of course you've got which groups this reward will be available to. So let's start by doing early break. Okay, and we're going to make this a 200 oodle price. Now, so quite often we'll get the question, how many oodles should I put as the price? And that actually is quite a difficult one, because it depends how much the students are going to be asked to play. If you're getting them to play a lot, then obviously the price possibly might be a little bit higher if you don't want to be handing out too many of these things. On the other hand, you know, some people only use oodlü sort of casually as well, so then the price will be lower. The easy way to work it out is to have a think about how many questions you think your students are going to be playing, because you get one oodle per question that the student plays. So that hopefully will give some kind of help and guidance on that. Okay, and I'm going to put these are some little notes to help me know what is what. Okay, so we've given it a name, we've given it a price in oodles, obviously not real money, and then we've given it some notes, and then we're going to set this reward as available to this group which I created called Testing Group Things. Obviously it's a silly name, but there we go. And then I click on Save. That's saved it now, and you'll see that it instantly appears in the list with that information that you've given it there. And if I want to, I can go to Edit, so I can see my notes as well. And obviously that's the same screen that you saw just now. Actually, that should say Edit Reward. Oh well, never mind. I'll maybe change that. So that's it. You've done it. That's your reward created now. And if I now go in as a student, in fact, actually, before I do that, I'm going to give the student enough oodles that they can actually purchase this, because he hasn't played yet. Rocket Boy is my only student in this group at the moment, and he hasn't actually played, so I'm just going to give him some oodles. Right, so I'm going to give him 400 oodles, so he's got something to play with there. Okay, so he's now got 400 oodles. Now if I log out and log back in as Rocket Boy, such a great name, love it. I think I should call myself Rocket Boy. Okay, there we go. And so here I am as Rocket Boy, signed in and in the account, and obviously this here is the question collection that has been set by my teacher, Mr. Lapsley, to play, and I would play that as a student. I would play that. But if I go to my dashboard, I've got look. It says I've got 400 oodles. Those are the ones I just gave myself, and I can go to rewards from there, or alternatively I can go to rewards from this top bar. And so if I click on rewards now, it takes me to here, and you'll notice here that it says you can use the oodles you've earned to buy rewards that your teacher has set up, and it says you have 400 oodles to spend. Woohoo! And here are the rewards that are available. So here is the early break reward that I created in my teacher account just now. Bear in mind I'm logged in now as a student called Rocket Boy. I just want to keep on saying Rocket Boy. So here I am, and I can see the early break reward that was set up. The price is 200, and the purchases has nothing in it right now because we haven't yet purchased it. And I can click on buy, and it says, please note, no real money is used here, just the oodles that you've earned. In other words, it's not actual cash money or anything like that. You're about to use 200 of your oodles to buy this reward, early break. Are you sure? Yes, buy now is the option, or cancel. And if you didn't have enough oodles, well, I'll show you in a second. We'll try and do it in a second. So if I click on buy now, that's it. It says a few seconds ago you purchased it, so it's arrived in there now as a purchase, and that is now there. I could buy another one of these. In fact, I might buy a second one just for funsies here. So I've bought 2 of these early breaks now, and if I try again now, it won't let me do it. In fact, I should probably put a slightly better debug message on that. Actually, in fact, I thought I had. Yeah, that's right. Yes, if you came back to that page, it would say you need to earn some more oodles to buy this reward. It's maybe not perfect. I need to do a bit more development on that. Anyway, so now I, as Rocket Boy, have purchased my early break twice. So I spent 400 oodles, and it says you don't have any oodles left because I've just spent them all. Likelihood is they would have an uneven number, so it would say they've got 12 or something left, whatever they had left. So I'm now going to log back in again in my teacher account here. And I'm going to go into the rewards section, and you'll see that in here now it says there is action required, because that means someone's purchased one of my rewards. So if I click on action required, it shows me a list of the purchases for this reward and what their status is. So at the moment, Rocket Boy has purchased on these dates, and you'll see that obviously changes depending on how long ago it was, and it gives you the status for that. So these are not delivered yet. In other words, that Rocket Boy's purchased them, but I haven't said, okay, go for your early break, and he's not gone for his early break. But assuming that he's now done that, I said, right, Rocket Boy, go for your early break. You just go mark as delivered, and that's it, that's done. Now maybe, of course, he's got 2 of these things, so the next day he gets another early break, so you'd mark that as delivered then as well. And then those are both marked as delivered, and you click on done, and it doesn't have an action required thing anymore. It does, however, have the option to view the status now, because of course stuff has happened with this reward, and so there is some kind of status to see, so you can click on that, and that just brings up that status list again. Okay, and that is really how your rewards work. Now let's just briefly log back out again and see this from Rocket Boy's point of view again. So this is now logging back in as the student again. Now if I go back to my rewards section, Rocket Boy will see that his reward purchases have been delivered to him as well. So he would have to go and buy another reward from you with his oodles if you wanted to have another delivery of some kind. Anyway, that's how the rewards work with just the normal rewards. I'd like also just to show you the badges as well, because this is the other type of reward that we have. They're notably quite different things, and to be used for different purposes. You'll use them in exactly the way that you choose to use them, but you'll see that they're quite different things. So if I go back to the rewards section, it says you can award badges to your students from the managed groups area, and it gives you a link to go there. So let's go to the managed groups area. Now this is the screen that you get the managed groups area. I really need to do something pretty here. And in here we've got the list of existing groups that we've got, and if I go into testing group things, which is the group with Rocket Boy in it, here is Rocket Boy, and I can view the I can award badges to all the students in the group if I wish to. So or I can award badges to an individual student if I wish to. So I've got these options for awarding badges at different levels. So it may be, for example, that the whole group's done really well today, and you want to say, right, everyone's had a great achievement badge or whatever it is. Or it may be just that Rocket Boy has done some extra good work today, and therefore we want to give him a little bit of extra encouragement. So let's just do the. They both work exactly the same way, by the way. So it's just that one applies it to one student and the other applies it to all of them. So let's apply. Let's award a badge to this student, Rocket Boy. Okay, so I click on that now and it says award badge to Rocket Boy. Okay, so it's clear who you're awarding the badge to. And we've got a number of these preset badges. In time we may now enable you to create your own badges. For now, this is how we have it. Let's say we wanted to give him a gold star badge. Okay, so just click on the gold star badge and you get to put in what the badge is for. So great work today, maybe, or superstar or whatever, and that's it. You click on award badge and it's awarded the badge. And so now that means that Rocket Boy has now got his badges, and if I log out and log back in as Rocket Boy now, so now I'm logging back in as the student again, and if I go to my badges section here, there is the badge and it says great work today, and it's awarded by Mr. Lapsley, because of course they may be awarded badges by different teachers. So so that's that really, and not much more to say about it. That is rewards. So hopefully that's useful. Oh, actually there is actually one thing, because you can actually remove badges as well. That is worth talking about briefly. Let's just have a look at that as well. So so let's say you and this isn't something you wouldn't want to remove a badge from a student as a punishment. That's not a good idea. But what you might want to do is to remove a badge because you accidentally awarded it. So going back to the group manage group section, you can go to view student badges, and in there it shows the badges for that boy. Well, this is a boy in this case, but that student, should I say. And in there, that because you're a teacher and you were the one that awarded that badge, you're also able to delete that badge by clicking delete and delete again, and you'll see that deletes it from him. But as I say, that's something that you would want to do if you made a mistake rather than as a punishment. So there we go. Hopefully that is a useful overview of how rewards work, both the oodlü rewards and the badges that you can use. Hope that's useful, and thanks very much.